that I should have kept doing. And then I got my first taste of alcohol with my buddies. We started partying on weekends, and I just completely lost track of budget and lost track of staying in shape. My goals were completely different. I was more young again, like, oh, I want to just party. And that was stupid. But that being said, we learn from those things. And, as you get older, you reflect back, and long as you learn from those mistakes and those failures, they're not real failures. So, quote unquote. So, and I believe that 100% now. And I love being where I'm at now and understanding myself, where I want to be, what I want to brand, how I want to brand, and I think that, once again, it's unlimited. And I think that's for anybody out there. Matt Damos, he told me, I don't know, he came back from something, and he's talking about, everybody can do anything. Anybody can do anything. And I was like, I don't believe that. I said, there's some people out there that just don't get it, and they're never going to get it. It's impossible. You could sit there and give them the free education, the whole nine, and they're just going to still be like, blue is purple, right? So he doesn't believe that. So he's just like, no, man, it's not true. They just, wrong environment. They just need to be, in the right environment. And I'm like, Matt, I don't believe that. I said, I feel like with my life experience, and, don't get me wrong, me and Matt come from a very similar background. He's a military child, just like I was military brat. He lived in Europe. He's half Korean like me. He's lived in, all over the United States. He was in the military for a little bit. So he's met a lot of different people too, different countries, different cultures, but he still believes that. So one thing that made me think about Matt was like, man, this dude really he cares about people, and he believes everybody has an opportunity. I just didn't. I was like, I think a majority of people are smart. I think a majority of people have the ability to be more and to have this and that. And that's what I tell them. I just think that there's some people that just are always, and don't take this the wrong way, are going to be the ones who pick up the garbage. There's going to be the ones that, like, fold laundry at the laundromat for people. There's always going to be those people. Not because, they didn't try to do and be more. It's because that's about what they could do. But you know what? Those people usually are okay with that. They're fine with that lifestyle. They're fine with not, pushing the limits. They're fine with whatever. But that's just never what I've been. And I don't know. This whole thing was about branding, and I went all the way on that.
Well, branding, again, is I think Jeff Bezos said it, that branding would be what people say about you when you're not in the room.
Yeah.
Your brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room.
You are Mr. Quote Guy tonight. And,
I'm dropping them silly. So
I agree. That's actually very true.
But
that is very, very true.
Being the best us in whatever capacity it is that we are, and whatever job it is that we are. Listen, God made me, and he made you. And I don't need to be you, and you can't be me. It's impossible for you to be me. It's impossible for me to be you. And the value that I bring to this world is not necessarily measured by what tool it is that I carry. The person that digs a ditch with a shovel and prepares a way for many, many people to have their water flow services and helps keep alive and sustain more people than a surgeon holding a scalpel. And that is a crazy different side of the world and polarization of human beings. But each of them, that surgeon needs his water at his home. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
And all of these other people need access to what they have. And that blew my mind when being articulated to me, and I heard it. Damon Thompson said it in such a way that I was like, whoa, that is so true. The person that is digging the ditch, is taking care of our garbage, is doing all these things, they get paid what it is they get paid, and they're trading their time for that money, and they're making a transaction occur.
Right.
But they're needed. I need them to show up. I have to have them inside of my life. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I'll get a second opinion all day long on a surgery I got to get done, but that garbage can't pile up. You know what I mean? This has got to happen on a regular basis all the time.
I agree.
So it is important that we play our position in the game of life, standing firm, like Method Man.
Word. Hey.
Anyway.
No, and so dope. Very nice.
Man, that was long. It was a very long time, but I'm having a good time. This is a great cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Because it's a great conversation.
It really is. And, and before we get to this next break, I'm gonna hit you guys with one more little thing, and then I'm gonna leave it at that. There's there's an award-winning rebranding expert. His name is David Breyer. Does
he make ice cream?
No, he doesn't, but he probably could. He has a book out there. It's called The Brand Intervention. He says you wouldn't put a boring salesperson in front of a prospect, so why would we apply the same standard to our brands? Right?
Boom.
He also says branding isn't about how we look anymore than being seen in life about. That's so jacked. Sorry, David. Branding isn't about how we look any more than being seen in life is walking around with a smile on your face all the time. Okay.
I definitely want the smile on my face to be my brand. It really bothers me when everybody be like, is he mad? Like, no, I don't want you to think those things. I want you to see me as happy. I want you to smile.
Yeah.
Happy.
But the biggest key to anything, whether it's sales, it's really putting yourself out there, letting people know who you are, man. So we'll end it with that. We'll get to the very next fresh news right after we get back from this break. Lou, you got anything else before we go, though?
It is break time.
I think so, too.
Give me that beat.
There it comes. Yes.
Welcome back.
Let's get ready for this fresh news.
So, did you know that there is a rebirthing of a particular big SUV that's coming back to a theater near you?
Oh, yes.
And for adventure enthusiasts. Maybe we can give you news. It rolls off the Shreveport, Louisiana, May 24th, 2010. They stopped the brand then due to the actual economy situation that was going on. The recession was happening, and GM was getting its bailout, and they were cutting off all those brands. Some of you remember that. Some of you were, running for the hills, and some of you were basically strapping up and getting ready to plow out the toughest and strongest car guy making years of your life. And
true that.
Kept together a workout inside of this business. But that was a very trying time, and this particular brand ended up on the chopping block.
Yeah.
Fred, who was it?
Can I give them one more tip?
Okay. Yeah, one more tip. You guys know who it is yet? Do you know who it is?
I'm not.
I'm asking you, listener out there, do you know who it is?
I'm not going to give them another tip. I'm just going to let you guys know who it is.
Just let that simmer.
It's a Hummer.
The Hummer.
It's the Hummer. GMC. GMC is bringing the Hummer back. It was a GM product. It was but it was never a GMC product. GMC is actually going to be bringing the Hummer, and it's going to be the electric version of the Hummer. Wow.
Sounds electrifying.
It's cool, man, that they could come back with such a big vehicle and do it all electric. That's the future, guys.
Yeah, well, they make the Tahoe electric. They make the Escalades hybrid.
Yeah, but as we're talking this, but this is I'm talking about like Tesla electric.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So this is like quiet. They're giving it the nickname "A Quiet Revolution is Coming." What a brand, huh? I mean, this is what you're talking about, branding something. Mm-hmm. The Hummer's coming, but it's the quiet revolution. What? The first reveal, they're going to reveal this vehicle, completely reveal it on 5/20/2020. That's actually 4 months to the day of our very first episode.
podcast.
Yeah, that's right. So very cool. But they're going heavy on this branding. I think if anybody watched the Super Bowl and you watch the commercials, like the rest of anybody who's been watching commercials, well, I guess you maybe need to be in our generation because I think most kids click through the commercials real quick. But LeBron James, he is going to be there.
LeBron?
It's going to be LeBron. And you want to talk about a brand, a person who has developed a personal brand? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. LeBron James, the king himself, he has really, really, really built a beautiful brand. He's one of the most successful basketball players, if not the most successful basketball player ever. He has always kept his nose clean. He's been a great father, a great husband, a great friend, a great mentor. He's been a great team. I mean, he's been everything, and you put great, in front of it, and he's been that. And it's his brand is so wonderful, it should just be called great. But he's really built a great brand. He's somebody that if you want to figure out how to follow and build a brand, go back and follow him on any social media, see what he does, the types of posts he puts out, to include his family.
I really feel like he's about to walk in here with a Sprite.
Yeah, no doubt.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I didn't ask you to drink that. I didn't tell you to drink it. I just asked you, would you want a Sprite? It's so funny. Sorry.
Yeah, but LeBron James. So it's so I think that this is really neat. It's kind of cool to follow this up after we just talked about electric cars.
That's right.
But we didn't. I can't believe they're doing this electric. So groovy.
It's definitely going to be different, and it makes sense that they're bringing that out now, competing with Tesla and their truck. The Cybertruck is a no joke thing that once they got past the mishap, the little bad window situation, they made a big turnaround, started shooting, skyrocketing again.
Oh yeah,
and everything is on the up and up for them. But people are wanting it. People are reaching out for what it is that technology has to offer, and and again, Tesla is still a baby brand. They haven't been around that long, and they're continuously rebirthing their brand.
You want talking about band? They're the number one. Was it they are worth, their company's worth more money than any other American car company ever. Wow. And they're not even selling that many. It's just that's how much they're worth, and their profit, I guess, margin. I have no idea what all those numbers come into together, but they are worth billions. And I think they're, even if you put Ford and Chevy together, they still wouldn't beat.
That's crazy.
I remember I said the stat in one of the episodes, and I hate that I forgot already, but I could probably go back in my notes and find it. But that is a crazy statistic for them. That's very awesome for Elon Musk.
He's a solutionary.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you want to talk about a guy who's a solutionary? He is a brand, building brands. How many different brands does he have? I'm not talking about his personal brand. He's got his own personal brand too. Everybody knows who Elon Musk is, no doubt. But I'm talking different companies, different things he has his fingers in, from SpaceX to Tesla to solar panels, to the underground. What they're doing in LA, they're trying to build something where it's like the
hypertunnel.
Hypertunnel, that's the word I'm looking for. I mean, come on, man. This dude's all over the place. He's on every type of futuristic George Jetson. How's that Craig Mack song go? Kick that futuristic. But anyway, so no, absolutely, man. Just the way he does it, it's amazing. I think we can all take notes from Elon. I mean, shoot, if I could sit down with him for just a moment, that would be so groovy. So yeah, here's my notes. Tesla is the most valuable American car company ever. Wow.
And we're over here talking about GMC rebirthing the Hummer. GMC, I believe in you. I believe you're going to make something really hot. It's crazy to me how Tesla is worth more than a brand that's been around that long. But I haven't looked at the numbers.
It's huge.
It's huge.
It's huge. That's what it is. But yes.